If you drive through places and all you see is the gas stations and the larger chain restaurants, it lacks identity. We don't have mountains, we don't have rivers. Eating and drinking is kind of the communal pastime of the Midwest. I was telling people that I wanted to open a restaurant in like 6th grade. Clearly it was in my head that that's what I wanted to do for a long time. I have old pieces of paper that have logos on them and stuff. I grew up cooking with my mom, and my uncle owned a lot of restaurants. Started working in concessions at like 14 with a worker's permit, and started working at Buffalo Wild Wings right when I was about 15. I decided to go to Carbondale, Illinois, Southern Illinois. I hopped on to the hospitality and tourism management program down there. Ever since I was a freshman there, I worked in the dining halls, doing everything, right? Peeling hard-boiled eggs for the salad bar to making thousands of pounds of mac and cheese for the lunches, events and catering and whatnot. The summer before my senior year, Daniel Krause and Jeremy Mandel were U of I students, and they were working on a food truck called Crack the Egg Came First. I hopped on with them, and we actually opened it during my senior year. So I would take the train down on Thursday. I would go to school Monday, party. Thursday I would hop on the Amtrak, go to sleep, wake up, work 2 shifts, and then I'd take the train back and I would go to school and do it all over again.
There's so many great food trucks in town now, but back then these young guys were kind of leading the charge on, what about unique original food trucks in Champaign? They helped write the food truck laws and code on and push for that to happen in town.
One of the gentlemen that had worked a few events with me was Mark Harstein. Everyone calls him Shades. Phenomenal chef in town. So we started talking about doing a restaurant, and then one of my best friends, my childhood buddy Alec Gillespie, we kind of had talked multiple times about wanting to do something in town.
Told Sean, next thing you do, let's do it together. And I have no background in restaurants, so this was an investment opportunity for me, but also a way to support a close friend and bring something to the community that I wanted to be a part of and I would actually hang out in.
Baltini's was kind of on its way out, and as it had ran its course as a business in town, so we started talking about this location in particular. After that, Shades, Alec, and I were looking for what kind of cuisine, what kind of restaurant we wanted to do, what kind of gaps we needed to fill in the market.
We wanted to bring something to Downtown Champaign that was authentic, felt like it had been here for as long as an Esquire or a Tumble Inn, that just kind of felt natural and also brought a vibe that you could find in Chicago or Nashville, and a place that we wanted to hang out and be a part of. Really, it was a couple guys in our early 20s wanting to do something fun, exciting, new.
We really liked the idea of a concept restaurant, same thing like I did with the Cracked food truck. Cohesive and singular, if you will. And this kind of hipster fried chicken is what we called it originally, had been starting to kick off in Chicago, so we went up there multiple times, did a bunch of R&D. We were like, okay, there's nothing down here like that.
The idea of fried chicken is everybody eats it. It wasn't too exclusive. It was welcoming, it was warm, it was hearty.
We knew the building was going to be where we were at. It had a very small kitchen, so we ended up having to draw some plans up to rebuild. New floors, we kept the bar. My dad did a ton of the art in here.
It was fun to sort of brainstorm what you could do and what you could put in. From the first day, I knew the acoustics weren't great, so we got the idea of these feed bags that are on the wall, and filled them up, and it was just fun to be able to design things. I'm still working on the place.
I was kind of in charge of brand development and marketing, and I told Sean and our chef at the time, hey guys, I think that it's gonna be pretty popular.
I was bartending here on the night we opened the doors. It's like 3 people deep at the bar. We had the ghost of Paul Revere was playing live music. It was an intense environment.
We were well supported from day one. I mean, everybody wanted to be in here, and the first couple months, it was wild. Just the support from our friends, our family, the community.
People were really excited about it. Watson's kind of hit a market that was pretty untapped at the time in Champaign. Now we have more restaurants that are focused around fried chicken, but at the time of opening, there wasn't a ton of Southern comfort food with that Cajun feel that focused on the fried chicken element. So people were really, really excited to have that in town.
We opened at 4, and there was always like a line of people that you could see from the window. And we would come in like 2 or 3 hours early to do the prep. I just always remember that last hour, looking at the line and being like, I don't think I have enough potato wedges.
I think it was something that downtown was kind of lacking. Everything was kind of similar, same, and having, this New Orleans flavor and like pop of spice was really nice.
So it's comfort food, but we have something for everybody, whether it be the kids, whether it be the adults. We have, fish, beef, chicken options. We vary up the menu for people to come. Our tofu is fantastic. It's the only place I'll actually eat tofu. So, I just think we have a good variety for people. We're welcoming. It's just a nice kind of laid back, kind of southern relaxed type of vibe.
I'm actually a vegetarian, which is a little surprising to people. They're like, you worked at a chicken restaurant and you own a chicken restaurant, but I love our tofu po' boy. I love that we serve a variety of people with different dietary needs.
One of the things that I love here is that I can order hush puppies and go sneak a tender, and those are really delicious. And we've got whiskey here that's $6 that is awesome. We're trying to make it easy for people to come in and feel like they belong, and certainly not to feel like it's not a place for them.
It's something that's gonna, make you feel like you're at a relative's house, maybe your grandma's or something, somebody you don't see necessarily as often as you'd like, and you'd like to go back more, try their food.
We were really excited to get the food truck because it meant that we could bring our food, our product, our hospitality to people that maybe hadn't given us a shot before because they're not going to come to downtown Champaign, or they live in some of our smaller surrounding communities. So that's been really great that we've been able to do private events, go to office buildings, go help people celebrate birthdays on their block, things like that. And the yard opening in June of 2025 has also just been a really great addition. We get to be all the way over on the other side of town in Urbana. We have the cool food hall vibe. Our friends with Smith Burger, Smith Hospitality have created this really amazing space in a market that was kind of underutilized, that kind of food hall, bigger city vibe. Was something we didn't have here in town before, so it's been really great being a part of that.
I love the fact that we have a stand at the football games now, and we can provide people that at the football games as well. We get absolutely slammed for 4 hours, but we all have a blast doing it, and we know we're giving a bunch of people great food and a great time at a football game, and be able to move and take our products to other places has been great.
What we set out to accomplish was bring something that's authentic, that we're proud of, and also something that takes care of its own people, its own employees.
Every corporate restaurant I've worked at is very number oriented and not people oriented. And working here, it is very much more, you remember a face, a name, and you go from there, and you want to just give that guest the best experience that you can, as opposed to make the building as much money or, make the bigger sale, try to push dessert on somebody that is clearly full.
I think the different thing that Watson's does is that, I'm wearing a chef's coat, but I'm not the only person that suggests what kind of food we should recommend for a special. Everybody that works in this kitchen has had an opinion that got turned into a plate. So I think that makes Watson's really interesting.
We like to let our staff come up with as many specials as they want. We have a lot of room to play around, so we can do some out-of-the-box things.
We pour our hearts into the slushies, the special cocktails. We're always coming up with new ideas to infuse vodka or use different herbs in the drinks. I would say probably weekly we have new cocktails coming out. We're never discouraged for any new idea, even if it might not sell that well. We're gonna try. If I have somebody that comes in every week and they really like a certain drink, I'll come up with a cocktail based off of what they like, and they love that. They want us to do that for people.
It's been pretty awesome to be in a place that it can be a playground, right? To let you explore things that you're curious about, to invite other people into that and have them be receptive to it. To sit down and be able to talk about simple ideas and then have them become a reality. That's been kind of a wonderful thing.
When you work somewhere like that where it's encouraged to have ideas, you feel more invested. If someone's like, you have an idea and let's say it makes it to the menu, or you have a drink idea, or maybe even we're making a slushie for the month, you're invested in that. That's something that you thought of, you know what I mean? And so when you're proud of what you're serving and you're proud of what you're doing, you wear that, and so it shows the customers in that way.
I feel like there are places that enable their staff to have a more successful time working, right? And then there are places that are less helpful, a little bit more corporate feeling or whatever. And I feel like the thing that has been great about Watson's is that from the top down, there's a support system and a just general kindness that I think translates all the way, from management all the way down through the people that are doing the work of serving you. People that I knew started working here, and I loved that they worked here. And then there are people that I didn't know until I met them when they worked here that are now really great friends. And it's because this place generally finds amazing people and finds a way to keep them coming back and working here too.
Everyone here is like tight-knit. It's not necessarily just a job. Like, it's a place people hang out, people know each other, but they'll still have the quality, and they still want to make good food. And every location is a little bit unique, so it's fun to check them all out and see the little small differences.
It's really refreshing to work for people who are all friends and who all genuinely care about a business, as opposed to, this is my job and this is what I have to do. You know, like, everybody puts their heart into this place and it shows.
The mentality always going into it was that we were going to be employee first and take care of our people first, give livable wages, and let them have an identity within the space. And that's what I've seen is the people that work here want to be here. Their friends come in, they're the regulars. And, early on it was a space for us, and it eventually became a space for everyone. And that was what was really special about it. And it was just a testament to just doing things the right way.
Watson's is the kind of restaurant for people who are looking for the opposite of a corporate environment, right? A lot of people want, to go to a corporate restaurant because it's going to be quick, it's easy, and what they expect from every other location at that, I think Watson's is of the group of restaurants that's unique because we choose to be. We could set extremely rigid standards for all of our staff and for everything that we do. But I think that's not what people come to Watson's looking for. People are coming to Watson's looking for something that's a little more loose, a little more comfy. Watson's is a very cozy restaurant to be in come Wednesday nights. It's a fun and raucous place to be in, but maintaining the same level of basic restaurant dignity.
Champaign is a tough place for restaurants right now, and Watson's has kind of stood the test of time. It's got good food, it's got good drinks, it has great staff, the hospitality is amazing. You could sit at the bar by yourself and meet new people. Just a nice, fun place to be.
Even when you do just come in by yourself, we'll have a conversation with you. You're not just a number. We're not what can I sell this person? We want you to come back. We want you to enjoy your time here and enjoy your food and your drinks, and maybe come back with friends next time.
I feel like we've become a community staple. We've celebrated a lot of life here. We've remembered people that we have lost here. Sean and I actually had our wedding reception here. We did our first dance behind the bar. So I'd really like to see this place stand the test of time.
They were able to host a baby shower here for this little guy before he came in and joined us. Hopefully we're here for Liam's graduation dinner in 16 years.
I would like it to be a place where generations can kind of still come back to, even if it's changed and evolved over the years, and still have it be a place that carries those memories for us and for our staff and for our customers as well.
I just want to say thank you to everyone that's worked here and that's supported us over the years. 10 years has by far exceeded my expectations. I think Sean gave me the hard truth that most restaurants don't survive out of 3 years, and coming up on 10 years is a testament to how we've operated and the product we've served and people that have worked here.
Sam at the bar comes up with incredibly very strange cocktails that just always work, things that you would never expect to go together that come together and make incredible flavors. I like to think that I can do the same thing in the kitchen, just coming up with flavors together that people wouldn't necessarily expect, and then having that look on their face when they're like, oh no, yeah, that works, that's really good.
My favorite thing to eat and drink here, tofu po' boy, rice bowl.
I think the hot sandwich for me is the best thing to eat at Watson's. I think that's probably around town what they are known best for.
Hot sandwich is what I eat almost every day.
The rice bowl is probably one of my favorite items that we've had. It's got a really good sauce on there.
I really like the wings with the Carolina Gold.
My favorite food to order is definitely the wings.
I really like the wings with buffalo.
Give me the hot chicken, make it extra hot, and I'm a happy kid.
I've probably eaten 150 Buffalo Star Childs in my day, so that would probably have to take the cake. That's probably my all-time favorite.
The Buffalo Star Child sandwich is definitely my go-to. Love it. My drink on the menu, they call it the Huck Yeah. It was the Huckster's Hootenanny. It's a bourbonade. It's whiskey, lemonade, huckleberry seasoning.
Our tea is from Columbia Street Roastery. We've had it since the beginning. It's kind of peach apricot. It's not super flavored though, and you can get it sweet or unsweet, and it's It's my favorite tea in town.
I used to sit up there and just ask Sam to make me whatever he feels like.
Watson's is kind of known around town for the spot for the slushies. All of them that I've tasted definitely are delicious.
I love the slushies.
The Watson Wabbit's always been good, and then the slushies.
My favorite cocktail that we have on the menu is the Wascally Wabbit, and it's unique. Like, I've never seen a carrot juice cocktail. It's fun to try something that you're like, oh, like, I didn't know that would work, and it does.